Hello. Sorry if that's loud. Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Um, I am just getting set up here real quick. Oh, there we go. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome. Sorry for being like 30 minutes late. I usually start these things at 5, usually. Um, but I was a little preoccupied. I still wanted to do it though. I didn't want to. I wanted to get a little bit more work done today, so that's why I'm sitting down and doing this right now. So we are going to be working on some more models. As you guys might know, last time we got the tent model done on stream. Um, Texturing, I haven't really touched it yet, but the model is done, and that's what I care about. So I'll probably just have that and then get that set up in the scene and such. So, aside from that, let's see. I'm gonna go over my to-do list quick here. Oh, I typed in the wrong thing. Whoops. Oh man, to-do list. There you go. Um, so to-do list right now. Let's see. Um, we've got the bridge that we wanted to model. We have the dock for the lake that we wanted to model. And then I know for a fact we were going to be sitting down and possibly getting the campsites and watchtowers like set up and whatnot in the scene. Which is mainly just getting like all that going. Like, okay, let's get like a teleport system for the watchtower, get the glider set up. Maybe get like the fast travel system for the campsites, like the little pads set up just so that they're all like there, and then I could just update them as time progresses. Um, I know we wanted to set that up as well. We still need to set up the intro sign. Power pole splines, I still need to do that off stream. That's gonna be a bit of a hassle, but we gotta do that off stream. Um, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and switch the view over since it's not really fun watching a not me. Um, but yeah, no. We still have a good amount of to-do list things to do. I think the last thing I'm gonna work on for the big update for the Wanderer is the environment. I'm actually gonna go back and like do a full sweep of that and make it look nice after we get like everything else set up for the most part. Because the environment's like one of the last really big hurdles that I would need to overcome for this update and such. And then everything else is just like cleaning things up. So like the lighting, light map UVs, fast teleport stuff, which we'll be working on as well, and then any story related stuff as well, like all those extra systems that come afterwards. So yeah, that is something that we will be doing later on. Um, for now, we're going to be focusing on the bridge. Oh, I know you guys can't see my notepad that I have here. I apologize. But for now, we're going to be working on the bridge, and we're going to be working on the dock. And I'm going to sneeze. Oh god, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. So we're going to be working on at least one or two of these models today. I think we might do the dock first because the dock probably is the easier one to do than the bridge. So we're going to probably work on that one first here. Before I do that though, I did want to show off what I was working on not last night but the night before. So it was what Tuesday night. Yeah. So Tuesday night, I kind of got like a fever pitch idea, right? All of a sudden I was just like, I really want to make this. So I sat down and I started modeling an observatorium. Wowee, who would have expected that? Kind of crazy, huh? So yeah, no, I sat down on Tuesday night for a couple hours and I was just like trying to get like a decently modeled a decent like version of this kind of going here, kind of just like referencing that as like, oh, this is what the shape of it is and such. So this is in reference to the Space Jam that VR Chat's probably going to be announcing the details of tomorrow. And I just wanted to get a little bit of a head start on making a space themed world. Now I have no idea if this is going to qualify. because they might do something completely different. Um, but I think regardless, I might still make this world anyway, just as like a little side thing. Um, so yeah, this is my observatorium, if you guys have seen. So the idea is I don't have the outside area fleshed out for this yet. I think what I'm gonna do is well, it'd be cool if I could reuse the assets from the Wander's environment for this map as well, but we'll see. But the idea is like, you spawn in and then you walk up the steps here, which let me go ahead and just switch that back to here. There we go. You spawn in, I'll just that down there. No, you guys want to see that? So the idea is like you spawn in, you walk up the steps. So it might be like a nice sign or something. You got the roof here, just like maybe some benches here and such. Maybe like a posters or windows on the wall, and then here's the door. And then I actually was talking about this on stream last night. If you guys were watching the bartending stream, this is what I was drawing basically, was this. So the idea is that there will be 2 floors, floor 1 and floor 2. And then the idea is that once you get to the 3rd floor, then you enter this area, which is which definitely still needs polishing, especially right about here. This is looking a little bit iffy, but we could probably fix that real quick here. Fix that like that. It's kind of bad. I know. This is a very scuffed model. I'm trying to do this like as fast as possible. Just because it's gonna be like a world jam and stuff. So I was kind of like just rushing this and stuff. So it might not be the best case. It might not be the most best model, but basically this is my little observatorium that I made. I still don't have the telescope actually added yet. I was gonna model that separately. I was gonna add like a little telescope here that'll be peering out into the starry sky. And then I might just add some like height variation here, just so that it's not like a flat floor. And then we'll have a staircase that'll like come up and such from here, like a circle staircase. So yeah, like this is like the basics of the framing here at least. So I think I got this pretty much done. Now I just need to work on the flooring interior. I was debating if I wanted to make it to where you'd like walk straight in and then you'd be inside, but I decided that I want to give myself some more room. So I'm not actually going to put anything on the inside of the building. Instead, they're going to be like entirely separate chambers that are like a teleport. I think it probably works better that way. But yeah, no, this is what I got done in a fever pitch last night. So I was very happy with, well, not last night, sorry, but the night before. I was very happy with it. I was very happy with it. I think it still needs some polishing. Like for instance, like these are all like right now, these are supposed to be like windows and stuff, but I might need to polish them up a little bit more to make them look a little nicer. Like that could still use some work and stuff. And then obviously the texturing, which I think at this point the main model for this might be pretty much done. I think we just need to texture it and make it look nice. Yeah, so I'm happy with how this turned out. I am very, very happy with how this turned out. So I'm excited to see what it turns into when I work on it more. I'm hoping that tomorrow, when we get more details on the World Jam or the VR chat, the Space Jam stuff they're talking about, that it'll confirm whether I can actually go forward with working on this or not. It would be nice to take a short break from Wanderer stuff, but at the same time, I kind of want to keep the Steam going. So yeah, so this is this. So I just wanted to show you guys this because I thought it was kind of fun. But this isn't going to be our priority for today. We are going to be focusing on the models for the Wanderers. So we're going to be doing the dock. I think we're going to do the docks first because we want to do a dock for the lake and stuff. I think it'll look nice. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed looking at this. So we're gonna jump back over to here now. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be working on the dock here. So we're gonna go ahead and get that going here. First off, I need to go find some references online because I don't have any references set up yet. So I'm gonna quickly go do that real quick. And we're doing a lake dock specifically. So let's see, what's kind of like the most basic dock we can make? Okay, that's pretty basic. Yeah, I think I like the one with the poles on the side maybe. But this one actually looks good too. Or we could do a combo. Usually it's like you have the planks on top and then the wooden pillars on the side. And that's usually what you go for, something super basic like that. Yeah, something like that. Now, I think the planks are actually going to be 3D models and not a texture because it will just look better that way. And plus it's like not that high poly anyway, so it's whatever. We could go for something a little bit more. Oh yeah, this is perfect actually. Wait, okay. This one has one part that I want, but then I also I got the concepts now. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, it's a freaking AVIF file. Not that. Okay. File, save images. Doc reference to JPEG. Oh, I didn't save that right. Shoot. It's supposed to be .jpeg, not _JPEG. I'm a dumb, guys. All right, let's get these guys in here. So first off, here is our first reference. This one right here. So I'm thinking what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for like this kind of plank style, where there's like the multiple planks on the top, and then there's the one plank that's going like down the side like this. We're not gonna do these metal poles though. I'm just using it as a reference. And then the second one is whatever the hell this is, which is technically broken. So I'm gonna quickly make sure why is that broken? Oh, no wonder it's broken. Okay, all right. What do I got to save you as? APG. Is that gonna fix that? I hate that it like. Okay, can I? Okay, if I just do this and then I drag it in, will it work? No, it will not work. That is unfortunate. Hello there. I have no clue what you just said, but hello, welcome. I am just doing 3D modeling for my VRC map, so you are welcome to watch if you would like. So I'm trying to get this reference image for a dock into Blender so I can look at it better, but it's technically in a .avif format, and it doesn't really want to play nice, which is kind of unfortunate. I wonder if I can save it as a PNG actually. You think it'll save as I don't really want to save it as a PNG because PNG is a pretty big files. No, it also broke. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna screen cap this image and then I'm gonna save it in Paint and then I'm gonna save it because I don't want to have to try and drag this thing in the freaking doodad. So when in doubt, you can just crop, save, and then we want to save it to my reference folder. Doc ref 2. All right, guys, there we go. Oh my god, finally. All right, here you go. This is what I was trying to struggle to get into Blender. There you go. Actually, I'm kind of curious what you said there. One sec. What does that translate to? I'm curious now. Healthy? I don't think Google translates very good. Belarusian. Oh. You know, I don't really know much about different languages and such, so it's very hard for me to distinguish like because some languages have very similar characters to each other. So I have sometimes I just don't know which one's which. It's yeah. But anyway, well, hello. Anyway, I am going to use this like type of dock here with this panel going on the side and the panels on top, and then I'm going to combine it with these basically just these poles, and I think that's going to be pretty decent for a dock. We're not really looking for anything too crazy or anything like that. So we are gonna go ahead and, well, not a cube, but here, get these references in there so I can remove those later. Those over there. I'm gonna go ahead and I can make that in Minecraft easy. I know. I just want to make like a really simple dock model just for the Wanderer's Lake. So I wasn't gonna make anything complicated. I just wanted to make something super basic. First off, I need to get my To be honest, scrap all this. What do you mean? I think it's okay. Remake the world to be Minecraft themed. I have a Minecraft version someone gave me a long time ago. I wonder if I still have the blend file for it. Wait a minute. Wander Mine. I think I still have the blend file for it somewhere. Let me find it real quick. Someone a long time ago, somebody gave me a file, like a model file for the Wanderer. They basically recreated the Wanderer in Minecraft. But the problem is I couldn't get the light map baking to work. That was the one thing I had issues with. I don't even think I have that anymore. I wonder, maybe do I still have the Unity full file for this? Wanderer. No, I don't even think I have the Unity folder for this anymore. Oh my gosh. I swear to God, I still have the file for it somewhere. I think it might be on my hard drive though. I want to kind of open it and just sew it off real quick, actually, if I can find it, but I don't know if I even still have it. VRC Maps. Yeah, it's definitely going to be on my hard drive if that's the case. Hard drive. Okay, we'll go here, desktop. Let's see, where did I put you at? All my VRChat stuff at. Unity 2018, no. The Wanderer backups. No, I don't need those. Future map, April Fool's map update. If I think now that I know more about like lighting and stuff and setting up light maps, I feel like I could actually get that version working. But I would have to go find it because I don't actually know where it is. So if I type Minecraft into my hard drive, it's gonna give me my. Oh god, I forgot that if you like try searching through an entire drive, it takes like 20 minutes to do it. All right, I'll let that sit for a second while it does that. Anyway, I was going to quickly import my model real quick here. I gotta find it real quick. I always just do the hoodie because it's just like, yeah, it's like size reference though. That's our little reference there. How are you searching for? See, now you make me want to go find this. Damn. I kind of want to go find this now. I swear I still have it somewhere. I really hope I didn't delete it. I swear it's still somewhere on my computer. Or it's on my external hard drive right here. Okay, we're not gonna worry about looking up Minecraft then. So I'm going through my hard drive right now. Where would I have put this? I think I put this in a different place. Beyond college, data, DaVinci, other. Maybe it's here. Oh, it's a lot of different folders. Wow. Okay. I'm so curious now. One sec. You sparked my curiosity. What the hell is this? wait. I just came across. Oh my god! What the hell? Wait, I have to show this off. Give me a second. Hold up. Oh my lord. Wait a minute. I just came across something amazing. Okay. I just came across this on my file. I really want to show this off. One sec. I totally forgot I made this like god, 8 years ago. All right, you guys want to watch this with me? Here, I made this like 8 years ago. Okay, let me turn down the volume real quick. Oh, it's not gonna show it on stream. Oh shoot, wait. Oh, it's not gonna show it on stream. How do I show off like a video player on screen? I don't think it's gonna show it. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's not showing it for me. Damn. Okay, let me try. Let's see. Media source maybe? Oh, here we go. This might work. I don't remember making this, but we're gonna look this up real quick and see if I can add it. Oh wait, okay, okay. So I made this in 2016. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm gonna turn it down a little bit because it's a little loud. Um, oh my god, I forgot I made this, guys. Oh my lord, it's so long ago. I gotta turn the volume down. See, it's way too loud. I don't know why I made this. It was so long ago. I made this in 2016, so this is for the aisle, by the way. I gotta show my friend Kat this. It's hilarious. Oh god, I was in my dinosaur phase back then, guys. My future YouTube career. I could have been big. I could have been big if I had stuck with it, man. I'll tell you that much. This is when I used to be part of a um a realism community in the aisle. I think I made like videos for it. Oh yeah, I remember now because I used to make I made videos for them back then. Oh god, that's such a long time ago. Holy guacamole. I'm like I'm like over here just like, wow, I forgot I made this. All right, give me like another minute to find this stuff, and then I will revert back to working on stuff because I just want to like I do want to actually see if I can find it. Um oh god, I forgot how much random junk I have in my like I have so much random junk in my oh my lord. I have so much random stuff in here. Wow. Holy crap. I forgot how much of the stuff I had here. Um oh god, holy crap. I'm like looking at this, I'm just like, wow, this is like the kind of stuff I had back then. Oh my lord. Okay, just a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. I just found a folder with a bunch of music in it on my fucking other thing, so that's great. Okay, so I don't think it's in this drive. I think it's in my storage. No, it would have to be on my hard drive because that's like the only place I would have put it. Um, documents maybe. Oh my god, I have an Apex Legends installer on my hard drive from 2019. Oh my god, what the hell? How did that get there? Wait a minute. What is this file? Oh my, I shouldn't be opening these files, dude. Okay, good, it crashed, but okay, that's fine. Um, okay, so one more thing. I'm just trying to find this. Where would you be? You know, I think it would be, I think it would be on, I think it would be on my external hard drive. So I don't think I can grab that right now. Okay, for now we're just gonna close all this because if I keep opening these files, it's gonna freaking like crash my PC. I think while I'm doing all this, so we're not gonna worry about this right now. But I will say, actually, wait a minute, don't I have the Minecraft version uploaded to VR chat? Wait, I think I did actually upload it to VR chat as a private world. I can actually show you guys real quick. Wait, let me boot up VR chat real quick. I swear to God, I have this somewhere. I just want to show it off real quick because you mentioned this. Oh, get the music back on in here. No, like my folders are a bit more organized these days, but like on my hard drive that I used like for a long time, it was kind of unorganized. It was all over the place. So, hey Sam, let me know if you want a cameo on a stream. By the way, I'd have to bring you on. You want to talk about stuff? Oh God, I forgot the VR chat window is in the wrong spot. Hello guys, welcome to Burp Chat. I've seen the picture on the Wanderer. Yeah. Well, here, give me 1 second. Um. Ah, here it is. I knew I still had it uploaded. I knew I still had it uploaded. That's from 2019. There you go. I told you I still had this uploaded. Here, one sec. I'll take it here. I'll show you it real quick here. I I knew I still had this bitch uploaded. So I think it was my friend Django. I think Django made it a long time ago. Oh, well, there's no collider. Well, that's not good. Well, unfortunately, it looks like there's no actual collider, so do I have a flying avatar? I don't think I have a flying avatar. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Wait, no, I do. I have to speedrun it though. Uh, uh, oh god. Where is it? I know I have it here somewhere. Shoot, it's like all the way down here. Oh wait, there it is. I found it. Okay, this guy has flying. One sec. Oh god. It's like pitch black in here. Oh, is this even, I think this is like fucking broken, dude. Wait one sec, wait. Is it actually broken? Ah, dude, yeah, I can't even see any. I think the actual file is just fucking, I can't even jump actually. Yeah, no, I think this is opening the menu freezes your movements. I don't think that works anymore. But yeah, no, do I have a light on this avatar? I don't think I have a, I don't want to die. I don't think I have a light on this avatar. Oh my god. Wait, I want to like see if I can get inside because I think the lights are baked inside of the crater. I just think I have to get inside to actually show you guys that. Um, but I think this stuff actually has colliders, I think, right? Maybe. Maybe not actually. Wait. All right, we're inside the dark zone now. I have no clue where I'm going. Uh oh god. Where am I? Where I really want to show this off. Wait. I thought that spawn was already the map might just be like completely fucking broken actually. You know what? We're not gonna here. We're just gonna go. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, no, the map unfortunately I think is just fucking broken, so I can't show you it right now. But there is a version of the Wanderer that someone made in Minecraft that they sent to me at one point, and I do have it somewhere on my PC. So if I'm ever feeling inclined, I might actually sit down and try and get it working because I know a lot more about lighting now. And I could probably, because like my main issue with that version of the version they sent me, right, was the fact that it just didn't light map bake. Like the light map baking was just absolutely broken and I could not get it working. So like I just couldn't do it. Oh wait, you guys are all here now actually. I can show, wait. So I don't think any of you guys were here at the start of the stream when I was showing off the observatorium that I was working on, but I kind of want to show that off real quick if that's okay. So we're gonna save this real quick, and I'm gonna show you guys the observatorium because I don't think any of you guys saw it earlier in the stream when I was showing it off. There you go. Here it is. This is what I was talking about last night during the bartending. I modeled this all in a few hours. I think it took me about 3 or 4 hours, I think, to model this. It's actually, I think I actually did a pretty decent job, honestly, all things considered. Got like a nice little entrance way going here. Like I was kind of just getting everything blocked out and stuff ready to go. I got the shape of the observatorium basically going as well. Those are supposed to be like windows that are cut into the side of it eventually. And then the thing I was working on the most was this top area and actually getting all the framing and stuff working, which is a fucking nightmare, by the way. I did this in such a scuffed way to get this like rotating like this. You have no idea. And then like even this like top bit is just still really scuffed and stuff, and it's just like, oh my god, you have no idea. Like this this whole top section here that I'm probably gonna disconnect and actually like proportionally edit myself a little bit. But yeah, this is like the basis of the inside of the telescope basically. And then I was trying to model the outside little framing and stuff so that, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then I still need to model the telescope. That's got to go in here, and then I got to add some variety on the top, and then I'm just going to make the interior areas be a separate room entirely. So that's going to be its own area, eventually. But yeah, this is what I got done in a few hours. I was very happy with myself. Uh, so I am planning on waiting until tomorrow to hear about the World Jam details, and then if it fits with what I'm thinking of doing, then I might just go forward and get it all done. Because unlike the Wanderer, I'm not making a giant environment area with this, and it's going to be just basic like teleport into a room, and then I just need to make the actual rooms, and then like the planets are just going to be spheres that have a texture on them. And then like any like informational stuff, I just need to make sure my facts are right and stuff. So that'll be interesting to figure that out. But yeah, no, it's coming along pretty nicely. So yeah, this is, I mean, like I said, it's still a work in progress. So I just wanted to show this off because I was proud of myself. So all right, let's go work on the dock now because we need to get that done. Sorry about that tangent trying to find the Minecraft version of the Wanderer. I know it's out there somewhere on my PC. I just don't know where it is. So, but anyway, just to recap, we are gonna do a combination of both of these docks. So we're gonna do the planks like this, but then we're gonna do the little pillars like this. So it's gonna be a really basic dock, like super basic. So we're gonna go ahead and just get that done, like right now. Because we might as well get this out of the way for tonight before tonight. If ever visiting one actual location, make sure absolutely no lights, not even a slight glow to find the tiniest, not even a slight glint to find the tiniest specks of light. Oh, true. Yeah, I mean, if it's an observatorium, yeah. I don't know. My idea was doing like a mix of an observatorium, and then on the inside, it's actually like a museum and stuff. But I guess I would make it to where like, yeah, like there wouldn't be like any external street lights or anything like that, because that's bad. Because that's kind of bad. So if we push you like right here, I think this would be wide enough. I would say, yeah, that's about wide enough. I don't want to make it too wide. About up there. There we go. So actually, this is gonna actually be like the basis of it, really. So it's just like, and we'll give it like 1.1. We'll give it like a little space in between, like maybe 1.05 or something, and then we'll just kind of like that, you know. Although we'll go for like maybe that long. I think a dock that long would be pretty sufficient. And I can always take off parts if I want to. Okay, so next we take this, we raise it up a little bit. We're gonna duplicate this, get rid of this. 90. And then we're going to kind of get this like set up here properly, like that. But then we're gonna inset it a little bit. We're gonna make it a little bit chunkier, and then we're going to have you be like right here, and then we'll kind of move you in a little bit more. I will say, did I ever show you guys this? Wait, okay. Let me get, oh shoot, oh god. I have to go reach for my cable if I want to do that. I was gonna show you guys the pictures of I was gonna show you guys the pictures of the museum that I went to that I wanted to make a map based off of, but I think I'll just wait. I don't want to have to reach over to get my cable right now. Oh yeah, and then one more thing, we're gonna make it so that it's kind of like that. There we go. Okay. And then for this, we can just set the oh, sorry, no, don't close. We can set the origin to 3D cursor. We're gonna apply the scale. We're gonna mirror modify this on the Z axis. And then I'm just gonna quickly just bada bing, bada boom, stretch this bitch all the way over here. Oh, before I do that though, do we have attributes? Correct face attribute. There you go. Because sometimes it fucks up if you don't do that. Although I'm gonna have to remount. I'm gonna have to do the UVs again anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, there you go. Very basic dock. Look at that. Wow, already halfway done. And then we're gonna kind of shrink this down a little bit, and then we're gonna raise it up a little bit. There you go. Really basic dock. Nothing too fancy or anything like that. And then what we're gonna do now is we're gonna have poles on the side, and the poles are just gonna be really basic, I think. Just something like one and done kind of thing. Let's see. Well, the poles are gonna be a little bit thicker than this, I would say, like that thick, I would say. Thick. We'll do like. So the interesting thing is that I can have them collide a little bit like that, I would say. Actually, there you go. That. Perfect. So then we'll do mirror modifier. We'll do an array modifier. Array will come first, and then there you go. We'll do like 10. No, we'll do like 20, I think. Oh, 20. There you go. And then boop, boop, like that. And then if we want to make it look a little nicer, we can move it like up. We do like give it a little bit more even space, so it's like two, something like that, I would say. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Look at that. Although I will say this is a little bit. So, like, what we actually need to do is we actually need to make sure this goes really far down, because obviously the whole point of the dock is that, you know, it's going into the ground below it. So we want to make sure it's actually deep enough that it's actually going to the ground when we put it in the map. Then I guess if I actually just bring this down to ground level, like right here, that, and we like let's put like my character on there. Let's put Wildclaw in here for a second. Not too bad. Maybe it's a little bit too high, I would say. Maybe like lower these down a little bit. Yeah, like I said, I'm just going for something kind of basic. I don't know. I guess I'll keep them like this. And then what we can do is we can apply the scale. Give them a little bit of a bevel on the top, make them look a little nicer. Give them a nice little bevel. There you go. That looks fine. Like I said, nothing complicated. So, that should be pretty sufficient. Honestly, I could just live with this, I think. Just a really basic dock. Just like something super basic. I mean, if I really wanted to put detail, I could maybe try and do like panels on the side and stuff, but I think in this case, like, this is super straightforward, I would say. I might just stick with this, actually. I don't need it to be super complicated or anything like that. I just want a dock, you know? And then maybe I could add like lamps on it to it later. Oh, we might also model some like lamps that we can put in like the watchtower and stuff today too, because I want to use the model I saw from last night to replicate that. I think that'd be nice. I mean, I'm seeing other pictures of docks where they have like the overhangs and stuff, but I really don't want to do that. I mean, hell, I don't even need to do the top part here if I wanted to. I could actually make these very low to the ground. But I guess it just depends. This is getting sussier and sussier. True. Also, Bake. Oh my god, Granny. Hello, Granny. I saw your tweet. Your renders look nice as usual. Welcome to the 3D modeling. I am currently modeling a really basic dock. Super fucking basic. Very like super straightforward. Like, I'm not doing anything complicated or anything like that. We're not aiming for this to be like a complicated model or anything like that, you know. We're kind of aiming for this to be pretty straightforward. So And right now I'm just kind of going in, just quickly getting these unwrapped and seeing if they look nice in textile density before I actually apply the material. And then I can just merge all these together and export them, I think. So yeah. We got a nice little lake that we're gonna have in the Wanderer, so I wanted to make a little dock to go with it. Something super basic, so I mean I could always go back and change it, so it's not that big of a deal. But oh yeah, these ones are super stretched. Okay. We'll check these babies. What are we looking at, like that maybe? Do they all share the same textile density? Actually, I can probably just calculate, set. Okay, yeah, they all do. Okay, awesome. Simplicity is good sometimes. Yeah. We still have where's my to-do list at of things to model? If we get the dock done pretty quickly, we'll probably start working on the bridge. And then those are like one of the last two like models that I'm looking at making for the map, unless I come up with something new. And then we can start working on setting up campsites on watchtowers, which we already have the watchtower modeled. We would just need to get them like set up in the actual like scene. But yeah. Oh, and also I still need to set up all the environment assets and stuff because I'm not happy with the ones I made right now. So I'm gonna do a complete pass through at the end of development, and like actually sit down and make a consistent environment look for the map. So yeah. Okay. So this is good. So what I like to do is I'm gonna save a version of this called Sim 2. We're gonna go ahead and apply the modifiers for all of these. Now I wonder if these are gonna use two separate wood materials. It doesn't look like they would. It looks like they might just use one consistent wood material. So we might just have these all be one wood texture. Now the question is if I have that wood texture in the scene, I'm not too sure. But we are gonna go ahead and actually, which one of these is the one that I want? So origin to 3D cursor. Oh, boom. Okay. Dock. There we go. And then we're gonna get rid of this and call this so what I'm gonna do, I think from now on I'm gonna call these materials, well actually no, we'll just call this I'll just call it dock because it's only gonna be one material. It's weird because like I'm gonna be reusing wood materials in the actual scene for this, so it's like I should just call it wood. But I like calling it dock because it's only one material and just yeah, might be easier to find. Okay, and then lastly, before I forget, I need to start doing this more often. We are gonna make a light map UV for this so that I don't forget about it. Luckily, I have a very nice little tool here that basically does it for me. So light map UV, and then there we go. So we got that, and then now we got it packed. I mean, it's not perfect, but like if the light mapping is weird for this, then I can go back and fix the light map UVs. But I just wanted to set them up real quick because if I don't, then I would have to do it. I would have to click the option in Unity to generate light map UVs, and sometimes they don't look very good when you do it that way. So I like to make my own. Okay, so this is basically done. So we're gonna go ahead and export this. Real quick here. Gonna go ahead and get this out of here, and we're gonna go ahead and maybe slap. Actually, we won't slap it into Unity yet. Well, actually, we're actually gonna go ahead and jump straight to the bridge model, I think, because I kind of want to get that going as well, if possible. So we will probably jump straight onto the bridge model, I think, get that going. All this dock. Oh, yeah, with the Wanderer, it's like, you know, with certain other projects, you can go into like detail with your like meshes and stuff to make them look realistic. The Wanderer is kind of an interesting case for me because I kind of have to restrict myself because I don't want the map to be bloated in file size. So I really want to keep everything like straightforward and simple. So like that's kind of why like I've kind of just leaned on getting these models done like as fast as possible and just getting them simple. And then like if I want to make them better, I can make them better, but most of the time I don't really need to. Okay, so we got the dock done, exported, ready to go. We're gonna start on the bridge next. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the blend file set up for the bridge right now. Keeps track of things. Oh man, you have no idea. Um, man, I'm unorganized sometimes. So bridge, go. Oh, we'll call this bridge 1. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing right now, but I will give you a moment. Okay, dock. We'll close you. Save. Get this file open. This is the bridge 1 now. So we're gonna pull in some references for bridges. Now let's see, what kind of bridge do we want to make? That's a great question. Let's see. I always do this first when it comes to models like this. I always look at references. Okay, let's see, what do we got here? Okay, so that's one. I'm looking at like bridges for parks specifically. And some of them, like this one's kind of cool, but I don't know if I'd go for this one. I mean, it does look kind of neat actually, but that might be a little bit too complicated for what I'm going for. Although it does look pretty consistent. Maybe we could go for that actually. I mean, a lot of these bridges all kind of look the same. In terms of like how they're like set up and stuff, but I don't want to go too complicated. So I'm trying to figure out like what would work. Maybe I should just. It's not like it's gonna be a 1-to-1 copy, so I can just like make my own thing, I think, and then just kind of go from there. Yeah, see that one looks pretty okay. Also the other thing is that this bridge like it would need to span the width of a specific length in Unity. So I think what we'll probably end up doing is like we'll make a rough draft of the bridge and then we'll export it and see if it fits. And if it doesn't, then we'll kind of like edit it until we know it's correct, right? I think that's what we'll probably end up doing here. There's a lot of different there's a lot of different bridges here we could make. I'm trying to keep it simple if possible. Oh, this one's actually pretty good. Oh, this one's actually not far away from where I live, actually. That's cool. Yeah, that one's actually kind of neat looking, I would say. I'm sorry you guys can't see this right now. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go for this kind of bridge, I think. Something. Well, no, that one still has a fucking foundation on the bottom, I think, though. I mean, it's still cool looking, but we could probably merge that with the concept, I think. I think the biggest problem with these bridges is like they always have like the pillar on the bottom to support it, and it's like I don't know if I want to do that for the bridge idea I was gonna make. Um, but it might be like worth doing just because, yeah. Oh man, it's so hard to pick. I could just go for something like that. Yeah, I think we'll do. Okay, I think I have an idea. Okay, we'll do this concept and then we'll do this concept. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we've got this one, right? So this one actually looks kind of cool, right? Like it's got like the nice like wood on the side and stuff. Maybe a little bit more than I might add. But then like you see on the bottom, it's got the concrete foundation kind of holding it up there. So we'll see if we might do something like that or not. Or we could do something like this where it's like it's just a arch kind of thing, right? So like these could be we could do like an arch basically. Which I could see that working out probably. But the thing is, the bridge I'm building is actually pretty high up, so this one might be not good because this is more of a like a bridge across a pond or a river, whereas this one is kind of more realistic what we're going for. So yeah, I might make something more like this, I think, because this is kind of more what we're going for. We might do something similar to this, but then we'll also maybe replicate like this very basic style, depending on how things go. So it's going to be interesting modeling this because it's going to be a little bit complicated. First off, what we're going to do is we're going to import our reference. Also, you like the first one better? Yeah, I'm digging the first one here a little bit more. I think it looks nice. But we're gonna have to definitely play around with it, I think. We're gonna go ahead and get our reference model in. There he is. First off, I need to know how long this bridge is going to be. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get Unity open because I'm gonna import a basic cube into Unity to like check the size for how long it needs to be. So we're gonna do that. So what do you mean by cube? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of, this is gonna be size reference. Okay. So we're gonna be really straightforward about this, and we're gonna just export a size reference into Unity so I can see um how big the gap is, so I know what size we need to model it as. So scale, it's probably gonna be bigger than this, I think, but just in case, I'm waiting for Unity to open, so I'm gonna go ahead and just export this. The curve likely helps. Yeah, yeah. I think we could probably manage doing a curve if we actually a curve's gonna be kind of difficult because I mean we do have curve modifiers and curves that we can use, but it's just like getting the mesh to be proper on that is a little bit difficult. Um Size reference. Okay. All right, I'm gonna wait for Unity to open real quick here, and then we're gonna import this into Unity real quick, and then we're going to check and see if we need to make this like if this is the right size or if this is too long, if it's just too wide or too short. That way I know how long this bridge is gonna be, so I can actually account for that when I'm modeling it. In hindsight, I could just make a basic bridge and then size it up, but I feel like that would be kind of weird. Um, so we're gonna try and avoid that if possible. Okay, let's get you guys over to the Unity view. Hello, guys. Hello, Mario. Here we are. So for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, yep, this is the new version of the Wanderer. It's still a work in progress. All the trees and the texturing on the ground is probably going to get completely replaced. But we have a lot of new stuff in here for people who haven't seen this version yet, so it's still coming along nicely. Anyway, over here, we are going to do a bridge. I'm debating if I want to put a bridge going across this gap or if I want to put it across this gap. I think we're gonna do it across this gap because this one will be more noticeable. So this is the gap that we're gonna be crossing here. Okay, so we need to just kind of go in and watchtower. No, this is the wrong area. I forgot that my files are a fucking mess in here. I apologize. Let me find where the watchtower was actually, because I have two watchtower models. Yeah, this one, the crater. Here we go. And then all this one bridge. Okay. Size reference. Slap that baby in here. All right, here we go. Okay. So how wide is this compared? Let's see. Okay, so this is a lot wider than we actually need. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. If we were to shrink this down on its local axis, how shrunk would it need to be like a proper size? We're thinking maybe like that. So like 0.7, I would say. So 0.7. Okay. So like we're thinking like maybe this wide, I would say. Yeah, that just should be sufficient because then it will be like covering both sides basically. Um, make it a little bit like that. Yeah, that should definitely be enough, wide enough, I think, the 0.7. So okay, so we've got the size we need. Perfect. All right, let's switch back over to Blimblurb. We're gonna close Unity for now because we don't need this open. I literally just needed it for the reference. So okay, so we've got our size reference here. This should be an adequate size now. I'm gonna apply the scale. So this is gonna be our size reference. These are gonna be our main references, and then we're gonna go ahead and create a new scene for our references. Sorry, not scene, a new collection. So all this stuff is our references. That's gonna be great, and then this will be the actual bridge model. Okay, now we're set up finally. Okay. All right, we know how long this is gonna be, so we can work from that. So, I like that you can toggle off the ability to select it, so I don't click these by accident. That's very nice. It's very nice to be able to like make it to where I can't actually click on stuff anymore. I can't move this on accident. So okay, let's see. So we're thinking this one. I mean, curved one's cool. I think for simplicity's sake, we'll probably do a straight shot. Um, it looks like it's just like one plank on like one slab going across the whole thing, and then there's another slab under it, and then underneath that there's actually the wooden supports, and then that's just like a yeah, and then that just goes across the whole thing. Okay, we could probably pull that off, and then we have the concrete pits on the bottom here, which we can also potentially just replace that with like pillars instead if we really want to. So for now, we're gonna keep it simple, and we're gonna go cube. Okay. We'll keep it like that thick, I think. As for how wide this would be, we're gonna make it a little bit wide because the idea is it is a bridge after all, so it is supposed to be kind of wide. So we'll do that, and then we'll size this up to be about here. Yeah, give it like that length, right? So we'll do that, and then oh no, I don't extrude it yet. Sorry. Scale. That okay. Sorry if I'm not talking too much. You know, you get in the zone sometimes, and you're just kind of like, all right, let's start cooking. You know, let's start cooking. But you know, Sam, if you're still watching, I'd love to have you cameo on the stream again if you want. So, you big goofball, big dum big, you know. Sorry, I'm just like I was looking into it, but I'm sorry. Um, you know how I am. You know how I am. Okay, so then after this, what we're gonna do is, let's see. Let's see. We've got like the basis of that set up. We can do the little cube going across the full side on both sides, and then from there we just make the supports. So we might like mirror this cube and then cut it off here, and maybe we could maybe have it arch maybe, or we could just leave it. I think maybe it might look better if I actually arch it. So we might actually have that for a variety's sake, because if we just didn't do that, it would look weird. Um, yeah, yeah. So we'll do we'll do it basic and then just build up from there. So. Well, anyway, I do hope you guys are doing well on your Thursday. I may or may not try to go shopping today, unless my family member goes shopping already and I don't have to do it. But I was thinking about getting some more groceries today. Maybe getting something for dinner for the stream I'm going to be watching tonight, which is on my friend Sam Ethan 1, by the way. He is almost at 500 followers, I believe. Here, I'll shout him out again just in case. But my friend Sam is I watch his streams all the time because he's like the one streamer I actually watch. So I like shouting him out when I can. So, but he's doing pretty good. He's actually gonna be playing Pacific Drive tonight, so I'm excited to watch more of that. It's a really fun game. That game is actually kind of making me want to redo I want to make my Foliage and the Wanderer look like that game, basically, you know. That's kind of like what I was going for initially, so I kind of want to try that. So yeah. Also, I keep like looking over here to see what's okay. That. But yeah, no, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. He's actually watching probably right now. He's probably just doing nothing. But yeah, he's doing pretty good. He's a good guy. He's cool gaga. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I said. Yeah, that Pacific Drive game is really fun though. I it looks fun. I would honestly buy it and play it, but I think I'm enjoying just watching Sam play it. So, would I get it myself and play it eventually? Maybe. It does feel like one of those games that might be better off like buying it yourself and then playing it. But at the same time, like, I'm not too against just watching someone play it. So we'll do like head height. There we go. Not too bad. I gotta fix these references because I hate that I have to keep like pull them a little closer, please. Thank you. Ugh. Let's see. So we got the top and the bottom part, and then we need the framing actually, and then after that we just need to do the interior stuff, which is just like super basic. A lot of cubes, basically. A lot of cubes. There we go. And the real question is, are you gonna actually size properly? Oh, right, because it's technically not in the center. Well, I can actually fix this by just like doing it by face. So I could do that, and I could do that, and then if I really want to, I could squeeze this down very slightly, and then I could squeeze this side down very slightly. Hope you guys' day has been going well though, for the most part. It's been fine for me. I've just been relaxing. I woke up super late today. So like I woke up, did my morning routine, and then I started streaming. Because I stayed up late last night. So I kind of my fault. So, yeah. Definitely a big doozy, if you know what I mean. I guess it happens sometimes. You just stay up late. So, ooh, actually, we could I think instead of doing ooh, that's not a bad idea actually. Maybe so we do this, and then we could do you know what, I'm gonna try that. So we do this, we do an array modifier, and then this one will be what we count up basically. Yeah, that's better. Perfect. All right, there you go. I already saved myself after work. Look at that. Bada boom. I don't know if those are a little too wide though, but we'll see how they look when I finish it. Next we need to do the slant part, which is also just going to be another array. Well, actually, it'll be a slant, but then we can have a part where it cuts off. So like I said, we could do a part where maybe it does actually curve. I don't know. I might just keep it like this. Unless I think if I was gonna make it curve, I would make like the whole thing curve. So like, I would I would like I would take like this part. Oh wait, I gotta fix that one sec. I would like take bam 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 bam. I think what I would do is if I was gonna make this whole thing curve, I would probably do like Probably do something like that. And then what we'll do is we'll bevel these so they actually a little bit more of a smoother transition. This is what I would do if I was going to do this. I could do a curve modifier, but this works. Look at that. Bam. Now the only issue with this is I would have to apply the array and then actually position these up and down. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It would be kind of annoying though. I would probably want to unwrap the UVs first before I do that. So I don't think we'll do that just yet. But for now, actually, I guess we should just do that now, huh? So let's quickly scale, make sure that my correct face attributes is set properly. Let's go ahead and assign the material here, scale, and then smart UV project. There you go. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll apply, and then we will start. Oh, and I think just for my sanity, we're just gonna do, just for my own sanity, instead of having to do it for all of them, we're just gonna mirror this. There you go. Okay, so here's the part where we can start doing the deed. Now, in actuality, I just realized I could also save myself even more trouble if I just take all of this and then do that. Wow, guys, I'm saving myself so much time doing it this way. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna raise these. We're gonna raise all of them at the same time. Oh god, we're gonna raise these all at the same time and then like deselect them as they collide with it, just so that we can do them all at once instead of having to go like one by one. So we'll start with this. So we'll do bam, deselect. Oh, why are you not deselected? Oh, it's off. Fucking hell. Guys, I forgot proportional editing was enabled. Duh. No wonder it's freaking stretching. Just a slow day. Yeah, that's understandable. Kind of a slow day for me too, I would say. I've been meaning to just start a new game to play like on my own time. Or just replaying one that I played in the past, but I've been so bad about like starting a new game that I've just been like twiddling my thumbs basically. I've really only been playing Noida and that's it. So at this point, we're not really aiming for consistency. I'm just making a bridge. So if you're looking for a realistic bridge, this probably ain't the place. So yeah, that looks nice though. I think that looks better than if it was flat. Honestly, I think I'm fine with that. So that looks pretty good. There we go. And then next we're going to Baba Booey. We'll do the bottom parts because I know we need to have the frames on the bottom and stuff. So we'll start working on that next, I think, here. Ugh. What time is this? Almost 7? Damn. God damn, day goes by so fast. Then again, I did wake up like super late today, so you'd be like that sometimes. I'm gonna do it from this side just because it's a little bit easier, I would say. There you go. Okay. I'm thinking like something like that, I would think. Just like some kind of frame at the bottom, and then what we'll do is I have an idea of how I'm gonna do this. Yeah, okay. What we'll do is this one will go here. I can actually do this properly and not screw it up. Like that. And then this one will go here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mirror modify this. And we need to set the origin, the 3D cursor. There we go. I keep forgetting I have the thing on, sorry. One, where we get the faces. There we go. And then from here, what I'm gonna do is I just want to make sure this isn't like exactly on this edge here, because we don't actually want it on the exactly on the edge. There we go. So we're gonna take this face, fills the size. I mean, yeah, I know, but I'm not gonna stress over making it exactly perfect for design guidelines. I'm just not going to. I'm gonna just make a bridge, and if it's bad, I'll fix it. I'm not gonna stress over the minor things, so I'm not gonna bother. Not even. There you go. Just think of like something basic like this. I feel like this is way too wide though. There you go. And now, oh geez. Actually, no, yeah, well, that's fine. Word, and then we're gonna do an array modifier. Bump that number up, bump it up, bump it up. I think it's a pretty okay, actually. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. And we got a nice little frame on the bottom, giving it a little bit of, looks like it's got support. Let's see what's next. I think next is mainly going to be the middle parts here. And then if we want to do the extra stuff, we can. And then we will do we'll add the supports on the bottom last, because that won't be too difficult to do. Although it might be a little bit of a challenge, because with the way the creator, with the way that the like valley is set up, I don't want to have a support going all the way straight down. It would have to be like on the very edges and stuff. So it's gonna be kind of difficult to do. But we could probably manage. All right, next up, let's see. We've got just some like diagonal cubes that are in an array pattern. So that should not be too difficult to do, I think. I'm sorry if I'm yawning. Oh man. It'll be nice to get this finished. This bridge finished, I would say. Because the next thing after this, I mean, obviously we need to make sure the textures are applied, but I think I'll do texturing later. As long as we get the model done, and then I can just import it into Unity and get it where it needs to be, I think I'll be happy. Is texturing I just haven't really been in the mood for texturing recently, so I'll probably do that last. And then I could just override the model position in the scene, which is not too bad. Okay. So actually, you think that, you know, I wonder. So if we duplicate this, then we link. No, I don't think that's not gonna work. I was hoping that I could do like the local transform, but unfortunately that's not gonna work for this. So what we can do is we could do this and then select link, select vert, and then delete the vertices, and then we keep the mirror modifier on this for now. Um, and then kind of just have like a nice little thing going here. The only problem is once again, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna set the origin to geometry, and then apply rotation scale. Not gonna work, is it? No. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to do a cube from scratch maybe. Um. Okay. We'll just do it. We'll just do a cube from scratch. That's fine. I don't mind. I just need to I just wanted to see if I could like get away with not having to make a new cube, but I mean new cubes aren't too really difficult anyway. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's flatten you down quite a bit. Flatten you like that, and then now let's see if this works. Yeah, there we go. Okay, awesome. That's what I want. That's what I wanted to be able to do. I wanted to be able to do this. Um, now let's make sure this is actually centered properly. I want to check something real quick, actually. Wait. Okay. That's probably... It looks like they're actually as wide as the planks, but what we'll do is we'll make it close to as wide, like very like on the like almost exactly wide, and then we'll just size it down very slightly so that there's no sea fighting. Very, very slightly down. Yeah, I know. Miyazaki over here, like, you gotta make this accurate, which is like fair enough. I know I'm gonna be adding supports. We haven't gotten there yet. It's like you're stressing out. Like, calm down, calm down. Yeah, we do something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit too much space, actually. Well, I guess if we put like vertical bars going on the side, we should be fine. Um, okay, and then I think what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna hand place these ones because they have to all be different. I think what we could do is we can mirror them and not making things more accurate and structurally sound design. I think this is fine. I mean, we're gonna put supports on the bottom of it, so that's fine. No, you're fine. I just like it feels like you're panicking. Like you don't need to panic. Calm down. Like it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna probably put some kind of support on the bottom of it. Otherwise, it'll be fine. So okay. Yeah, this is why I'm gonna hand place these because I need to actually make sure they're like a bit more. It's gonna be a bit of a hassle, but that's fine. Oh, that's not actually that good, actually. As this is gonna be kind of the problem with this is making it look nice. Because then I have to change between local and global to actually size it, so it's a little bit annoying. Oh, that works. That's a little bit off, but Yeah, I think this is gonna be the tedious part. What I'll probably do is I'll probably mirror, like, once I get to the center, I'll just mirror these all, like mirror them on one side or the other, so I don't have to do them all. But I will have to at least hand place a few of these, I think. So, it's kind of annoying, but sometimes you got tedious work you have to do. So, so we're looking at local. There we go. That's all right. Actually, I'm not sure how I feel. I guess if they're gonna get mirrored, then they are gonna be different on both sides, so that's nice. I think it's like still a little bit too open, so I think we'll put like a few extra vertical pieces to kind of like break up the space, and then I think that should just be fine. I hope. So, oh, I gotta lean back one sec. Ugh. Ugh. I kind of feel like ordering something for food tonight. Maybe, I don't know, because I had rice yesterday. Food am I right, guys? I'm kind of tempted to get an Alfredo bread bowl. Actually, I'm gonna be honest, dude. Domino's, like, I don't get pizza from Domino's because Domino's pizza, I feel like every single time I've had Domino's pizza, it just like freaking kills my gut. Like, people make the jokes, um, like people make the jokes about like Taco Bell freaking killing your gut, dude. I don't know, man. That for me, it's freaking Domino's. Like, I don't know why that their pizza fucking kills my gut, but like I feel like every single time I've had Domino's pizza, I'm just dead, like gut dead. It's just like I don't know how to explain it. It's so weird. Because like I think I had a bartending session a while back, and I had like stomach aches during stream because I had a freaking Domino's pizza earlier in the day, like before I streamed, and I just remember like saying that on stream, like, "Oh, I'm fighting the tummy allegations" or something stupid like that. I don't know. Domino's pizza is kind of weird, I would say. It's just ugh. However, their Alfredo bread bowl, is freaking great though. I think the only thing I get from Domino's is their Alfredo bread bowl. Like, the only thing I get, the Alfredo bread bowl, because it's just good. Because they put your Alfredo in like this bread stuff, and like it's just good. And I mean, I made Alfredo noodles like 2 or 3 days ago, but you know what? I kind of want to make Alfredo again, but I actually want to make it with spaghetti noodles because I don't know, man. Egg noodles are cool. My mom likes to get the noodles that are like the egg ones, where it's like they're spirals. If you guys know, I think they're called egg noodles, but they're like the spiral noodle, and like they're okay. When she cooks them, they're great, but when I do it, it's just not good. So it's like I like doing the actual spaghetti noodles more, because it just tastes better to me, in my opinion. So, in my indubitable opinion, I think it just tastes better. So, oh, maybe the reason this looks bad is because like I have to angle it more and more up. Whatever. But yeah, TLDR from Wild Claw. Be hesitant when you get pizza from Domino's because it might kill your gut. I can have Taco Bell just fine though. People talk about Taco Bell being like bad for the gut, but I've frankly had no issues with Taco Bell. So then again, I only ever get one thing from Taco Bell, which is the taco party pack. And if you don't know what the taco party pack is, it's basically like it's just really basic tacos. Like it's a soft taco shell with the meat, lettuce, and cheese. That's it. Like it's nothing complicated or anything. And they make 12 of them and they put them in a box and give it to you for a party pack. And the idea is that you're supposed to, bring it to a party and stuff. But my fat ass, I just buy taco party packs every once in a blue moon, and I just eat all the tacos myself. So You did they ever give you did you ever make food at Taco Bell and then they just had like nobody ordered it, so you just took it home? Is that is that like a thing at restaurants and fast food places? Like, do they actually like let you take home food if they make too much of it, or do they just throw it out? Because I feel like throwing it out would be a huge waste. You might as well let your employees take home the food. Um, I don't know. I always wondered about that. I think I've heard stories, but I never knew if it was actually true or not. Um, because like I've heard like stories about that kind of stuff where so they would just throw out the food instead of giving it to the employees. Like, oh, we made too much, boom, throw it out. I think it was in the context of like a bakery or something, and the bakery would always like throw out the extra stuff, and then like they just wouldn't give it to the employees. So I don't know. I was just curious because I know Sam, you yeah. At night, if you close, you're able to make some food, and of course, yeah, take what you can't be saved for the next day. Oh, so if you had like extra and you knew that it couldn't be like saved for the next day, you could just make your own food and just take it home. Okay, I mean it's better than wasting it. So yeah, I feel like if I ever worked at a fast food place and I was a manager, I'd probably be like fine with employees taking home food if we had extra. Dunkin' Donuts is a big one that just throws out everything, and I don't think the workers are technically allowed to take any. Oh yeah, you ever? I imagine people go dumpster diving and just get like the extra food because it's still good food. It's just yeah, like note to self: if I ever am in a food situation, I need food, just go to a Dunkin' Donuts and go to the dumpster. You'll probably find plenty of fresh donuts in the dumpster. Noted. I'll keep that in mind next time if I ever need food. I probably wouldn't advise eating from a dumpster, but that's just me. Yeah, no, I've only ever heard of it in the context of bakeries. I don't know about fast food places. I've never worked at a fast food place, so I don't know what it's like. Um, I always feel bad, for people that do. Like when I go to Taco Bell, I feel for the people there, like especially people that are working there late at night. Then again, I also wonder, like, is it better to work late at night at a fast food place? Because technically, like, the worst shift to work is lunchtime, right? Because that's like when most people go, and like less interaction is better, I would say. Dunkin' Dumpster. Dude, let me be honest, man. I went to Taco Bell recently. I think a few weeks ago I went to Taco Bell, and like I specifically like, every time I go to Taco Bell, I always order the same thing. I always get the taco party pack with all soft tacos and mild sauce. That's always what I tell them. And most of the time they perform perfectly. It's awesome. Um the last time I went kind of late at night, because I was like craving tacos and I was just like, okay, I just kind of want tacos. So I went, and when I got the order, oh wait, both the stores I worked at were next to a college, so night is only good if you're fine putting up with semi-drunk. Okay, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, semi-drunk kids. Um, but when I went to the Taco Bell this last time, they gave me my order and they didn't close the box. So they gave me the box, but it wasn't closed, and they gave me no mild sauce. So by the time I was driving away and I was looking in the box, there was no mild sauce. I was like, okay, there's no way I can just go back and ask for that because I don't want to be rude. And I was like, those guys are probably just dealing with some shit, so I'm not gonna raise a fuss or anything. Like, okay, you didn't get my mild sauce, that's fine, whatever. Um, like I'm not gonna be that guy, I'm not gonna be the guy that goes fucking complaining about my order being wrong and stuff. Like, I mean, if my order's like wrong, I would probably go back and be like, hey, this is the wrong order. Um, but I mean, they just didn't give me my mild sauce, so I was like, okay, whatever. I guess I'll just live with that. And that's just I guess that's just my life now. Um, I don't know. I didn't want to be a dick or anything. Most of the people there are super nice though. I've never run into a bad employee or anything that just like was rude. This never happened, so it's been fine. You could just ask. I know. I've only closed like 3 or 4 times. It was okay, not really that bad. Do you think I always wonder, like, do fast food places actually have people coming inside to order these days? I guess depending on the place, they probably do, but I feel like in my town, almost nobody goes into the fast food place to order, like, physically. I imagine most people just go through the drive-through. Like Taco Bell, when I go to order there, like there's almost nobody in the drive parking lot except for the employees. Like nobody's walking into the Taco Bell physically to order something. Um, I just noticed that like over the past few years. So my store was closed all through COVID and yeah, after I left. Yeah. I mean, I think in my town you can still technically walk. You can walk inside the restaurants and still order. I mean, like that's still a thing you can do. Um, you could still like walk into the fast food places in my area and order. I think during COVID they might have closed down, but I think they've been open for a while now. So Americans are really evolving. You don't have drive-throughs where you live, Granny? I thought you guys would have like drive-throughs in Europe. I didn't. I would assume that would be a thing. Do I need to explain what a drive-through is to you, old man?
Well, you see, a drive-through is this thing that you drive into, and you get your food. It's just that simple.
Oh shit! I just realized. Okay, wait. Apply rotation and scale. There we go. There we go. I know what a drive-through is. You don't. Okay, I just trying to make fun of you. But at least pre-COVID, a lot of people came inside. But now post-COVID, I don't know the numbers have changed, but I'm sure people still go in. Um, it depends on the area. I think like my town, I just don't really see like I don't like most people probably aren't going to go into the fast food place in my town. Some people probably still do, but I think after COVID, it just kind of like yeah, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I have a pretty sad story about a business in my town that got affected by COVID, and it sucks. My town has a local theater. And I used to go there a lot to watch like movies that were coming out and stuff. Um, and the last movie that I watched in that theater was the Sonic movie, and this was right before COVID happened, like February 2020. I went to go watch the Sonic movie in theaters. Um, Little did I know the horrors that were to entail soon. Um, but I remember like COVID happened, and then all the businesses like shut down and stuff. And I remember going back to the theater to see how it was doing. Like I think it was like 2021 that I went back to go check it out, and it looked abandoned. And I was like, "Oh, dude, that fucking sucks. That sucks." Because it had like actual good prices for like popcorn and stuff, and it was actually a really fun place to go to. I don't know if it's still open today. I think they still do like musical performances, but I don't think they actually do movie airings anymore, which kind of sucks. Cause that was the whole reason I went there was to watch like movies. So I'm super sad about that. I have to go double check though, because it could potentially still be doing movies, and I just don't see it properly. But they used to have it the way like the movie poster would be on the front of the theater, and you could see like what movies they were airing and stuff. And it was just like, I don't know, man. It just kind of feels bad, you know. I wish it was only drive through, to be honest. Oh god, yeah, no, I agree. I I I don't like I mean, I know why they keep it open, because like if you don't have a car, you know, and you still want to order there, it's like, okay, well, I mean, the only way I could do that is walking in. I think the majority of people probably still go through a drive through these days. Uh so I don't think you really have to worry too much. Um but like yeah, I mean there's definitely a huge issue with that. Um, I would say. You think that looks nice? Like having an X in the middle, kind of being like the signifier. Yeah, that works. Um, I don't know. Nah, I'd have a handful of walk-ups to the window, but usually it's because they got semi trucks, or yeah, during COVID they wanted to buy food. Oh, I mean, if the drive-through doesn't like if the drive-through is fine with people like walking up to the window to order, I mean that's fine. I always assumed that you just weren't allowed to order through the drive-through if you didn't have a car. But I guess COVID might have changed that mentality. So maybe it is just different these days now than what I remember it being. I'm not too sure, but I just like feel like I vaguely remember that being a thing. Um, where you just like could not go through. I think before COVID, they had it where like you could not go through the drive-through if you didn't have a car. But I think nowadays maybe it's a little bit more tame. Like maybe actually they let you do that because like why wouldn't they? You know? Um, I don't know. It's not a law. I mean, yeah, but like they just wouldn't serve you. I would say. Um, I don't know. Like I said, I've never tried. So I don't know. Okay, and then last thing we want to do is the little vertical bars to kind of like break up the gaps here. I think that would be nice. I don't know. For all I know, I could be completely wrong about this, and you might be right. Um, I just thought it was interesting. I guess it's just I guess weird because yeah, you could go inside. Yeah, I mean, look. I'll be honest. The last time that I walked, I actually physically walked into a freaking like fast food place to eat was in 2019, and I remember specifically why, and it was because me and my friend Simba, I drove him. Me and him, we drove to a convention in Atlanta, Georgia, for AWA. I think I remember telling the story. Um, and when we got to the hotel, there was a Burger King across the street from the hotel, right? So like after we got our stuff settled, actually no, because we had to wait to get into the hotel room because we had to check in, and they wouldn't accept check-ins until like a certain time. So we basically had time to kill. So we just walked over to the freaking we just walked over to the freaking we just walked over to the Burger King physically and sat down and had food. So it was actually pretty okay. Honestly, it was pretty all right. Um, Burger King is, I wouldn't say my favorite fast food place, but I mean the burgers are all right. I don't have any issues with them. So, do you think this is actually what this is supposed to look like? Is that gonna be a support issue? Like I'm building fucking bridges all over again. No, it's actually on the outside. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. It doesn't go straight through the wood like this. Why the fuck would it do that? So it's more like this, I would say. Oh wait, that's not. Wait, I can't. Okay, wait. Yeah, no. When I was first looking for my job, for a job outside of college, I made a pact to myself that I would not get a fast food job. Like I had heard horror stories. I just like was not interested in dealing with that. So if I could absolutely avoid it, I would just not get a job at um a job at a fast food place. So I mean, some people like for some people like obviously you can't like not many people a lot of people can have that choice. Like some people it's like okay they have to because there's no other place to go. Um, so like for that I can like sympathize obviously. But for me it's like I tried to avoid going to a fast food place if possible. Just because I just did not want to deal with the ramifications of working at a fast food restaurant. I have absolute utter respect for people who can tolerate that sort of environment. Like you've got my respect, I'll tell you that much. Oh man, I couldn't imagine doing that. Oh my gosh. Having to deal with all that. You kidding me? I already have enough trouble dealing with a freaking office environment. I don't think I could deal with a fast food environment. Like I hate working in an office, dude. Oh my gosh. Um like so the office that I've been to, right? It's actually not bad. Like the office itself is fine. Like, they have a break room that I could just go into and get soda whenever I want, which is awesome. Um like everyone is super nice. It's just like I don't know, like the cubicles that at my job were like um so you like stereotypically when you go like, when you see cubicles in offices and movies they're like pretty high up and it's like you're in your like own little corner essentially, so you're the walls of your cubicle are like high enough that people can't like if people are sitting next to you in another cubicle they can't just like at eyesight they can't see your head, right? But with my job, like the cubicles were god, it was like Yeah, like if I was sitting at my desk and at my desk at my cubicle, and then like someone walked over, um and like if somebody was like it's sitting next to me, like they could, like if we were sitting like at normal eye height, they could see me, right? And I hated that. Also, I should probably express that if there is one thing I absolutely despise in this world, it is people coming behind me and looking at my monitor while I'm working, right? So like I keep my door shut in my house specifically to like avoid that, you know? Like that's like the reason I do that is because I don't like people coming behind me and watching me from behind while I'm working. So like when I'm in this like office environment, I just like it's just unbearable. Like cuz the fact that like somebody could just walk behind me and just see like me working at my computer. It's just like I get why they do it, but it's like, oh, I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Um, if I had like my own little office room, I'd be fine. I would be like, okay, this is fine. I got my own little space away from everybody. I can just do my work and not have to worry about people interrupting me. Um, but unfortunately, that's really reserved for like bosses and stuff. Like they get their own office, but like us workers, we just kind of get like a little cubicle. Which is like, okay, if you're gonna give me a cubicle, that's fine, right? But at least give me like a cubicle that is like not bare bones and not like so utterly like small, like so, like the walls are so utterly small that basically they're just not there, right? Like I need my privacy. I need my privacy even at work. Like I just need, like, my mentality when it comes to work stuff is like let me be in my own lane, let me do my work, leave me alone, um let me have my privacy, let me do my own work, like leave me alone. And if you need something, just knock on the door, like let me know, like email me or something. um but like don't come over to my cubicle and expect to like have small talk. I know that sounds like dickish. I know I sound like I'm a dick. Like I'm not rude to people. Like I'm perfectly nice. I'm like when people come up to talk to me, I talk to them. We're chatting, but I think it's like it's hard to really articulate that like I just want to be left alone and I just want to focus on my work. I don't want to have to deal with like office like social stuff. Like I just no. Oh my gosh, don't even get me fucking started on that, Sam. I hate that most companies really want to make everyone feel a family. Yeah, no, I like my job had that rhetoric too. It was like we're a team, we're a family, and it's like no, no, we are not. We are not. We may be a team because we work together. We solve problems together sometimes, and we work on tickets together. But we are definitely not a family. I am here because you are paying me. Um, like and I'm like, okay, I could be on a team, but I'm there to work and get out. Like we're all there to get fun. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not here to like socialize. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here because you are paying me a good payment. You are paying me a good rate. You give me benefits, and that's why I'm here. I'm not here because I wanted to socialize and be part of a like a family environment. No, I just don't care. Like fuck off. Like go away. I'm just not interested. And I can't tell them that, like I can't just tell like my boss and be like, I'm just not interested in this kind of stuff. Because if I do, I'm afraid that I'm going to be put on a blacklist. Like, why would they want to keep someone like me there when they're trying to look for a specific person that's more catered to that environment? So that's why I could never like say that. Like I could never just be like, I don't like this. I don't want this. I don't care for this. Because if I did, then I mean, like I said, they would just fucking boom, blacklist, like you're gone, get out of here. You know, um, I don't know. If someone is there for more than that, that's fine. Pick them out, and bump them up, sure. But for the rest of us, leave us alone. Let me do my job. Yeah, someone will go with the coming out this band. The family thing doesn't really seem to really be a thing that the company would honor much. Oh my god! So Sam, the thing about like growing in the company, I I had a conversation with my boss about that. She talked to me and she was like, "Where do you want to like go in this company?" Like and stuff. And I couldn't really tell her to her face that I did not want to grow. I was very happy with where I was. I just wanted to stay here. it's weird, right? Like you feel like you should be able to just tell your boss like I'm not interested in going anywhere, I'm not interested in growing. But like I said, I had that like fear in my head. Like I was worried that if I said that, that would be like a red flag. So I kind of like I kind of entertained the idea that I was interested in potentially moving up in time, but for now I'm fine with where I'm at. I didn't say I wasn't interested in moving up. I just kind of like I kind of entertained the idea. I just like I played it kind of safe. I was trying to not be, like I wasn't just gonna because like I was in a good position. I was happy with the job I had. I wasn't interested in like moving up in the company and being like a manager or anything. Um, Boom, fired. Yeah. I guess I haven't actually publicly said that to people. But I think most people probably know by now because I've talked about waking up late and stuff. Yeah, I was fired from my job last year, so um, I think most people probably are aware of that at this point because my like I'm like staying up like super late and stuff. But yes, I was laid off. I was terminated from my job in July of last year, and I've been unemployed since then. Um, I was looking around for in places to work and stuff, but it's been hard finding a new job. So I've just been kind of like focusing on my own stuff. I still have a decent amount of savings, so I'm fine right now financially. So you guys don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I've been trying to find a new place to work and stuff. The reason I got fired was kind of bullshit, in my opinion. So I was put on a performance plan for my job, right? So basically, and my boss's boss pull me into a meeting, and they're like, and they're basically just they're really nice about it. And they're just like, you're not performing at the level that your other coworkers are. You're slacking behind. And my boss is really cool. She's a really cool lady, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna put you on a performance plan, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a weekly meeting, and you're gonna tell me what you've been working on, and I'm gonna have a set of goals that you need to reach, so that we can get you back on track. And I'm like, okay, absolutely, I understand. I will do my best because I knew I had made a mistake. Like I wasn't performing as well as the other employees, so I was like, okay, I'm willing to take up that mantle. I'm like, okay, I'll put in the work, and I did. And for like a month after that meeting, I was like going hard at it. I was like, okay, I'm going to do as much as I can, do all the goals that she set for me, get it all done and stuff, get it all going and whatnot, right? So it would have been around the time that we did the Black Cat bartending, if you guys remember that. Um, Actually, it was right after we did the Great Pug bartending. Um, Actually, no, it was right after we did the Black Cat bartending back in like July, and I had taken off that Thursday. So we did the Black Cat bartending that Wednesday, and then I took the time off from work that Thursday because I wanted to like enjoy the Wednesday night bartending, right? So I was like, okay, I'll take time off Thursday. So I put in, my PTO, and it was accepted. And that was fine. So on that Wednesday before I got off work and I was getting ready for the Black Hat bartending, I had received a ticket, and not like a bad ticket. Like I always get tickets, like it's a service desk, so we get like tickets that we work on and stuff. And I had received a ticket from someone who had issues with some of their transactions not going through. And if you don't know, my job involved a lot of like transaction work and such. Like we had how do I explain it? Like I handled a lot of things with my job because I was customer support basically. But one of our big things was data management and stuff and whatnot. So like basically I had received this ticket, and a lot of these transactions had not gotten through because they didn't have the right ID on them, like loyalty ID, right? So, I go through and I try and look up this guy, and I end up finding what I think is his loyalty ID. So I attach it to the transactions, I push them through, and I assume that they're gonna go through properly. And this was on Wednesday. So I do this on Wednesday. And then, because I have Thursday off from work, so I take Thursday off. I come back Friday. It turns out that the loyalty ID I had attached had not gone through, and it wasn't correct. And I was like, oh, okay. So my coworker, she comes up to me when I come back to work on Friday, and she's like, oh yeah, I went through and I fixed it because I saw that it didn't go through properly, and I was like, oh, thank you, I really appreciate it. Like she's a very nice lady, and she was like, yeah, I saw that they didn't go through, and I saw you were on PTO that day, so I went through and I attached the correct one, and I was like, oh, thank you, I really appreciate it. Because I would have gone through and actually corrected them on a Friday if when the time came, right? So that happens. I assume there's no issue, right? Like that's just like, oh, okay, my coworker, helped me out there. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I assume there's no issue. So when was it? It was so Friday, that's on Friday, so then the weekend goes by, and then I come back to work on Monday. Like usual, like usual, right? So I clock in. It's 8 a.m. on, I believe, Monday. Is it Monday? Was it Monday or Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday, actually. So not Monday, but it was Tuesday. So I clock into work on Tuesday. So I come back on Monday. Everything's fine. No, doesn't seem to be any issues. Doing my work like usual. I come back. I clock into work on Tuesday at 8 a.m. and I see that I have a meeting at 8:30, and I'm like, whoa, okay, this is weird. Usually we don't have meetings this early, and it was scheduled as my weekly meeting with my boss. And I'm like, oh, usually we have these at like 4 p.m. But maybe she's got like something going on later today, so she wants to do the meeting at like earlier in the day so that we can get it out of the way. Because up until this point, I've been having weekly meetings with my boss for the performance plan that I talked to you guys about. So the meeting happens 8:30. I tune into the meeting, and I immediately realize something's wrong. So what happened was I clock into the meeting. I'm there. My boss shows up. She's there. My boss's boss shows up, which is like, okay, this is a little bit odd, but like maybe there's just something that they wanted like update on my progress. Like she's been there before, and then and then HR shows up, and I'm like, uh-oh. This isn't good. If HR is coming to a meeting like this, that means something fucking happened. Like that's when I knew, like that's when like my heart like sank. Like I was like, uh-oh, this okay. Well, actually no. HR showed up and I was like, okay, maybe something's going on. Like maybe they wanted to tell me, like maybe they're doing this with all the employees. Like they're probably telling them something that happened or whatnot, right? Oh my god. So the meeting starts and my boss is basically just like, unfortunately, we've decided to terminate your contract with the company. And then my heart sank. I was like, I still remember that feeling vividly. Like that is probably the most amount of depression I've ever felt at one moment was when she said I was terminated. I was like, huh? Oh my god, I can't explain how terrible that feeling was of just being like terminated. And she kind of was like, yeah, we're terminating you from the company. And then first thing I do is I ask her, okay, well, why is this the case? Like I thought we had a performance plan. Wasn't it going along nicely? I don't understand what's going on here. And she's like, yeah, no, the straw that broke and I specifically said, like, what was the straw that broke the camel's back? And she said it was when you went on PTO Thursday and one of your coworkers went in and fixed an issue with your ticket. And I was like, wait, that was a problem? Like, I would have fixed it on Friday when I came back. And I just didn't really understand why that was what like decided to, like, I don't get why that was what prompted them to want to, terminate me. I just don't understand that, because like I would have gone in and fixed it on Friday. I don't see how this is an issue. I still don't even now I still don't fucking understand why they did that. But I think what happened was the moment that they put me on that performance plan, I think that was the end of it. Like that was the moment where it was like, okay, I think they're gonna probably like that was probably the moment where they were probably gonna get rid of me anyway. But they wanted to kind of see, I don't know. Did they not explain why? No, they did. They explained why. That was one of the reasons why. Was like that was the So no, actually, it was you weren't meeting the expectations of your performance plan was the one thing they said, and then they said that the straw that broke the camel's back that prompted this decision was that scenario, and I just didn't understand that because I was like, I was putting in a lot of work. I was actually, doing all the things they said to do. I was like, I was fixing the issues I had made. I was actually on top of things. I was, doing all the things they told me to do. I was having the weekly meetings with my boss. I didn't really perceive there to be any sort of like issue going on. Um, so, I sit there in the meeting and I'm kind of desperate and I'm like, I don't understand why this is happening. If you could just give me another chance, I'll do better. And yeah, at that point I had there was no going back. Like there was no way they were gonna bring me back after they had just told me they had fired me. I was desperate. I was scared. I was desperate. I was like, I don't. I was like, oh my god, I really don't want to lose this job. And I told them that I was like, this job has been really good. It's been one of the best jobs I've had. And I was at a point where I was like desperately just trying to beg for them to give me the job back. And then at one point I was like, okay, there's no fucking point. Like they've already made up their minds. I'm just gonna embarrass myself if I keep doing this. So I just said, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to have this job, and I really do appreciate everything that you've done. And I left off on a good note. I wasn't gonna like yell at them or anything. I wasn't gonna like be mad. I mean, I probably like looking back on it now, maybe I should have. Maybe I should have been like, I don't understand why you're doing this. If you were gonna fire me, couldn't you just fire me a month ago so I would have had time to look for a new job? In hindsight, I still think about it and it's like, yeah, I should have said more. I should have put my foot down a bit more. But at the end of the day, I didn't want to be like I didn't want to be rude or anything. I was like, okay, like, at the end of the day, it's their choice if they wanted to terminate me or not, even though I don't think it was justified. But at the end of the day, like the like, I don't know. I don't know. It put a really bad taste in my mouth, and I was just like, okay, whatever. But I will say the experience I got from that job has been very helpful, and I put it on my resume, and it's actually pretty good looking now. And I've still been trying to find a new job. I've been kind of on and off with job applications these past couple months. Frankly, just because I haven't really been looking. But I'm more familiar with how corporate environments work now because of this job, even though I technically don't like corporate environments. So I have been looking for a from home customer support job that I can pick up and actually do. But yeah, that's I guess I should just put that out there now that yeah, I did lose my job in July and I've been unemployed since then. So it sucks. It sucks. They didn't teach you the whole job, but they expect you to do the whole thing. So kind of like it was weird because like one of the responsibilities that they put on my shoulders was something I wasn't really familiar with, but I also am kind of to blame because I didn't outreach more to learn about it. I kind of just assumed my coworkers were handling it, and I just never really bothered with it. Yeah, no, there was another thing too. With how I talked on emails. I thought I was being fine because I would always say like at the end of the email, sincerely, and then my name. But they had an issue with me not following a specific format for emails, and I didn't really see an issue, but I mean that was one of the things they pointed out during the initial meeting. I don't know. It was like I knew my main responsibilities I knew how to do perfectly fine, and I thought I was doing okay on them. There were a few minor side things that I also did, but over time, like that sort of responsibility I felt like it was getting shifted more towards other coworkers who were doing them. So I just let them do their thing. I didn't want to like intrude. And yeah, it just kind of felt like at some points, like there was certain responsibilities where it was just kind of like, I feel like they could have sat down and actually taught me more of this, but they didn't. And I think that was definitely an issue on their part. And it was also I kind of take the blame too because I should have been more proactive with trying to outreach and be like, I don't know how to do this, but I had this part of my brain where I was like, if I don't have to take on more responsibility, then I won't. So I'm not about to go out and like have them teach me this entirely new thing if I don't have to do it, if no one's saying anything about it. So I just didn't bother. I just focused on like my main stuff. So, and that ended up being an issue. So, I don't know. Corporate environments are interesting. I personally don't care for being in an office and stuff because it fucking sucks. This job was nice though, because I got to work from home 99% of the time. And then the other 1% was like the very rare occasion where we had to go into the office, and it just sucked because I had to drive an hour to get there, an hour to get back. So like my whole day was basically just gone because I had to drive there and drive back. Um, it was annoying, but it was like, okay, once in a blue moon you drive there, it's whatever. Um, I don't know. I just like it sucks because like, we had that meeting and they told me that I had made mistakes, and I was like, okay, I'm willing to, you know, fix my errors, try and do better. I was like 100% willing to sit down and be like, okay, let's actually, I was willing to fix what mistakes I had made that I didn't think were mistakes initially, and I was putting in the effort to try and like do better and stuff. And then it just feels like all it was just one minor little like mistake and stuff, that all it took for them to be like, yeah, we kind of don't want this guy anymore. And it's like, I kind of understand that because when I first got hired there, they were actually lacking in customer support people, so they kind of needed more people, so they brought me on. But when I was terminated from that job, they actually had a lot more people in customer support now, so they weren't lacking anymore. So I think what happened was it was a combination of like um a minor error, and then them just kind of realizing it wasn't really worth putting in the effort to bring this person back up to speed, when we can just terminate them and get someone new. And we already have like a full customer support team now, so we can afford to take that hit. So that's kind of what I think happened, was the incompatibilities between me and that job kind of surfaced. Um, and that's just kind of what happened. So, um, would I take that job back up again if I could? Yeah. Overstaffing, possibly too. I wouldn't say it's overstaffing. No. It's definitely not overstaffing. I think it was genuinely like they felt comfortable with the amount of people they had, and they just didn't see a reason to put in the effort to bring this one person back up to speed. So they were just like, okay, we can fire this person. There's no reason to keep them on here. At least that's what I think happened after like 1 month of the performance plan. I think they just kind of decided it wasn't worth it. Because my boss was a really nice lady, and I genuinely do think that she wanted to do the performance plan fully and get me back up to speed. I think what happened was like her boss's boss and HR like talked, and they just like told her that they decided to do this, and she was like, okay, I can't really say no. So I don't think it's my boss's fault. I think HR and my boss's boss were like kind of saw all that, and they just decided, no, this is like, why are we doing this? Let's just get him out of here. So it sucks, but that's just how things are sometimes, I guess. So unfortunate. But yeah, that is my story. I am still looking for a job, even as of now. I've applied to a few places, but nobody ever fucking responds to their applications. Half the time, people don't even like send decline emails, so they just don't send you anything. So you sit there for God knows how long waiting for an email, and they never send one. So then you just have to assume that they said no. Listen, if you're a job and you're hiring people, you should like. I'm assuming you should be actively looking at applications, and even then, like, if you find someone for the job, you should like, if you've already received an application and they sent one in and you've already found someone, you should just reply and email back and say we've already found someone. I hate it when people don't do that, because like I'm sitting here like waiting for a response, and if I don't get a response in a timely manner, I'm just gonna have to go look for something else. But it's like, I would love to get this job, and I don't want to get like another job and then you reply to my email when I already have another job that I found. And it's like, oh god, it sucks. Looking for remote work and applying to some, but honestly, the idea of going back to TB is just fine in my mind, because I know I can literally start again tomorrow and should be fine as long as I limit myself instead of pushing for more than I need to. Yeah, I know you talked to me about working at Taco Bell and how you wanted to quit and stuff and whatnot. So My family and I had the same problem for a month where no one would reply to applications. Oh, hi Hornet as well. Hello. Yeah, I don't know. There's a few job positions I've applied to that I won't say out loud. That I applied to like back in December, and guess what? It's been like what 2 months now, and they still haven't replied. And it's like I shouldn't need to wait this long to receive a reply. Like if you're actively hiring, you should be replying. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. Like if you already found someone, you should at least send like an automatic email saying you're not hiring anymore. How is it really that hard to do that? Also, by the way, here's the bridge, by the way. I think we got it pretty good so far. Look at that. We already got like a good amount of it done. Been trying for applications this whole month, though. Mainly customer support is the only thing out there that's remote and doesn't need a degree or license or anything. Yeah, same here. I've been trying to look for like user support and customer support positions that have like ticketing systems because I already have that experience working in a ticketing system. So I've been trying to find a job that's very similar to the one that I had before, that could let me work from home. Because I do not think I could stand having to drive an hour to get to an office and then an hour back home and do that 5 days a week. I don't think I could do. I don't think I can handle that. Like, it's absolutely not. Like, I would rather like get a remote job and then buy my own laptop and stuff just so I can do the job from home. Because I already have the setup here for a remote job and everything. I already have like all the like things I need to connect to get my monitors connected for a remote job. I just need to find one. That's all. It's just hard. This is fucking difficult. So, ugh. Because like I'm willing to work. Like I know the mistakes I made in the past, and I'm not gonna make the same ones again when I get the new job. So, but I just have to find a place that's actually hiring. So, it's just annoying. I mean, here I'll check my email right now and actually see if anyone's replied. So let's see real quick here. I'm not gonna show it on stream, but I'll look at my email real quick. Let's see. I use my real life email for my job application stuff, so not my Wildclaw one, which I don't share my real life email with people, so you guys don't know what it is. Let's see. Have I gotten any replies yet? Insurance. Your resume's getting attention. That's doesn't really mean anything. Review your policy, and then like some of these are just like from like job websites that I've applied to, and they automatically send you emails. And yeah, it's just annoying. So I don't know. It feels like such a hard time actually finding a job. You know what? You know what's funny? I could actually reapply to my old job. They still have job postings open for my old job. I could technically reapply and see if they actually accept. It would be really funny. I honestly thought about doing that just to be funny. Like, you know, because they terminated me, but it's like, how funny would you think it would be if I actually just reapplied there and they saw my application and were like, oh, yeah, this guy. I thought about doing that, like, legitimately. Because I would love to see if they would actually be willing to rehire me. Because, like, they wouldn't have to train me or anything because I already know how to do stuff. So, it'd be fucking hilarious if they actually did. I'd be fine with it, too. I'd be fine getting a job back there again. It was nice. I would just like but like I would know like okay, I can't make the same mistakes and stuff. So yeah, gotta be careful with that. I don't know. I'm getting distracted, guys. Sorry, but yeah, look at the bridge. It's coming along pretty nicely so far. I think it looks pretty good, actually. There's like gaps here that we might need to fix, but otherwise, I think this bridge is looking pretty solid, all things considered. Like yeah, you kind of walk in here and you kind of like can look out through the. That might bother me though, actually, if I down a little bit. Yeah, a lot of jobs. There's a lot of places that are like you have to have like 2 years, like multiple years of experience to have this job, and it's like, oh God, can I not just get like a customer support job, dude? My ideal job. Okay, so the thing is, if I could do game dev as a job, I would. But I'm not to the point where I could like apply for game studios and actually be able to do stuff because like I can model, but I don't think I can model to the standards of a video game, right? So I don't think I could do that. But it would be nice to make my own money from my own work that I do. So that would be kind of nice. But like my ideal job if I was just looking for a job that would like support me money so I could work on my own hobbies, I would love to get a customer support job that doesn't require me to be on the phones constantly. The thing I hated about my last job, it was like one of the only things I really hated about it was I was always on the phone queue. So it would always be like I would just get a call that would pop and I would have to take it. Like if I could find a customer support job that's mainly just working on tickets and like tickets, emails, all that kind of stuff, and then not have to take phone calls, I would be set. I would be like, this would be perfect for me. Because I would rather not have to. I hate being on like a phone queue and just getting a call that pops immediately. I would rather just be working on like tickets and stuff and emails while like listening to music. Ugh. Yes, I want no calls. Oh, exactly. The problem is that most of these like from home jobs always require like phone calls, and that's like it's kind of like the curse I would say of a remote job is most of the time they will require phone calls if you're doing support. And it's like, ugh, just give me like a ticketing system, man. It's so hard to find something like that though. I mean, there's like it depends on what you apply to, but like if you apply to like certain places that don't take phone calls, you might be lucky. But a lot of the stuff that I did, like a lot of it was phone call based, so which sucked. But I did ticketing too, and doing tickets is fine. Like I can do tickets just fine. Like I know how to do them and stuff. They're easy. They're not too difficult. Also, sorry, I'm getting a little distracted here. I gotta start building the bottom supports for this now. So, ugh. I don't know, guys. Shit's hard. So, okay. We're gonna do a basic support system, I think. Just probably like a concrete slab. Yeah, we'll do like a. It's so hard finding one of those kind of jobs though. Like, it's so difficult because a lot of the times a lot of those jobs that don't take phone calls but do customer support are usually ones that require like experience and more difficult things that I can't do. It's like, man, I would be so much better at my job if I didn't have to worry about taking phone calls. Like, let me just do tickets and stuff. Like because I feel like at my previous job I was handling the tickets just fine. Like I was honestly doing pretty okay. Um like as long as I just get trained on what to do, I can just do it just fine. Like I don't need to worry about I don't really want to have to worry about all this other crazy mumbo jumbo, you know. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this down like this, and then likely another reason it's hard to find a new job is them hiring inside the company. Yeah, so at my old job, they had God, I can't talk. They had like you could move up in the company from within the company. So I think instead of hiring outside people, they were more inclined to hire people inside the company for those jobs. And that's kind of the hard part is that if you're new, usually you have to like climb up the ladder of the job to get to like the nice jobs, which is like fair enough. Like, it makes sense in some cases for things to be like that. Like I understand. Um I wouldn't mind just finding a decent job that was just like even if it's like tier 1, as long as I don't have to take phone calls, I'd be fine. Like just like I don't know, man. Like even with my previous job, it was like I did a lot of data processing as well. So I had a lot of stuff to do even when I wasn't taking phone calls. It's just that if I didn't have to take phone calls, it would just be infinitely better. So I don't know. Also, I think this is like the most basic support we can probably do. I want to keep it kind of actually no, because this is gonna I don't know, man. I could rant about not having to take phone calls all day because I just really didn't want to have to do that, but that's just kind of how these things are. So see, now I'm inclined to oh, it's almost 8 p.m. Damn. Okay, we're gonna finish up the bridge here, and then I think we're gonna re-wrapping up here because Sam's gonna be start streaming here in just a bit. Um I'm considering applying for places since the remote stuff I do doesn't pay a whole lot. I like the remote, but I'm thinking I'm trying security or something. Yeah. Well, like I like doing remote because I like staying. I'm a fucking hermit. I don't know if you guys know that, but I don't leave my house very often. I only really leave my house to go shopping. So if I can have a job where I can just stay at home, stay in the comfort of my own home, like I'd be set. Um, and that's kind of why like I should start trying to pursue more like entrepreneur stuff, like maybe doing model commissions for environments or like trying to get like a portfolio set up for things that I make and stuff. Or I mean, hell yeah, even the YouTube stuff. Even though I fucking God, I'm so sorry about the YouTube stuff, man. I've been so busy with this modeling stuff. I just did not feel like sitting down doing videos. It sucks. Um, but like yeah, I mean that's stuff that's like very hard to get to. It's not really like a achievable thing in the short term unless you just get really lucky and you make a video that gets viral and then you get a bunch of people looking at you. Because that's really the big thing at the end of the day is it's all about getting people to look at you, and it's like, okay, once people find out about you, there might be a plenty of people that actually like watching your content. They just didn't know about you beforehand because there's so many voices out in the void that like it's hard to garner an audience because you can't really get yourself out there because it's like there's so many other people doing the exact same thing as you. But that's why like if you get viral, it's like that's your break, that's your moment right there. It's like, okay, now all eyes are on you, so you could like show people what you do and stuff, and people might be willing to stick around. um there was actually a YouTube channel that I came across that actually utilized that because they got viral, and then now they're actually a pretty big channel. So YouTube doesn't pay too much. Yeah, I know. I just mean like in general. I mean like YouTube will always be a hobby to me. Like I will always consider YouTube to be a hobby until it actually starts paying my bills. So that's why I don't go too crazy on it, even though like yeah, I know that if I actually wanted to go somewhere, then I would have to actually sit down and do stuff. Like I said I wanted to do the monthly innkeeping highlights, and don't get me wrong, I still do. I think that after I get this Wanderer update out, I might sit down and pump out the January and February innkeeping highlights. Actually, funny enough, March 1st is tomorrow, so the February highlight could also be done. But I just haven't done that because I've just been so busy with like modeling, and like my creative energy just gets like sucked up by doing all this that I just don't feel what the hell is happening here. That I just don't feel like doing that. Also, I just realized I beveled the bottom this is as well, so that's kind of why it's all fucky wucky. Most such services just don't seem that impressive, short of unlikely numbers. Yeah, I mean, I've never really considered Twitch and YouTube to be a viable path for having a career unless you just get absolutely insanely famous, which is probably never going to happen to me, which is fine. I've accepted that reality. I just don't think I have the personality to really do YouTube properly, which I'm fine with. Um, like I like making the innkeeping highlight videos. I need to be more consistent about it because I've been so busy with this modeling stuff. I just haven't sat down and done video editing. Um, but yeah, no, like at the end of the day, if I was gonna make a career out of anything, I think I would rather do like game dev, honestly, like making worlds like this and then actually making a game and selling it. I think that'd be much nicer. But that takes time. And I would rather have a job like in between that I could actually do while working on stuff that isn't going to drain all my creative energy. Because man, dude, office jobs, like if I had to drive, if I had with my previous job, if I had to actually go into the office every day for 5 days a week for that job, I would basically be doing nothing when I got home. I would be so tired and I would just not want to work on anything. And that's kind of the ultimate curse, I think, is like that's why I don't want to have to drive like out to do a job. I'd rather just do it from home because then I won't have that like drain of energy and I can actually do other stuff while also doing my main work, which is nice. Also, I think this is pretty straightforward for the supports. We don't really need this to be complicated, so you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, um, if I can eventually reach a future where I could support myself financially by things that I create, I would be happy. Be it making like video games or working on a video game. or getting, you know, like that kind of, that'd be kind of cool. Because like, I mean, I know how to model. I mean, I might not be like an expert and make like high quality stuff, but I can still do Blender pretty decently well and make stuff. Like you see, like I made this. I mean, then again, I mean, I think anyone can make this, but um, you know, I think I'd love to try and do something like that eventually. That's kind of why I want to start making my own game and try and sell it. I think that'd be really nice to try. Um, that's why I'm doing the Wanderer like this, because I want to get this map to a point where I can step away for a while to go do something else. So that's why like I want to, you know, get all this going and done and stuff, because I would rather do that, yeah. 9 months. Damn. Y'all people old. I'm joking. But yeah, no, I would love to get to a point where I could do that. If you just think you're loving it, paid for it, then like you're not really looking at. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. It's kind of why I would love to try making a game, I think. But I do need to make my schedule more consistent for working on stuff, because like if I actually sat down and woke up and did like 8 hours a day of working on something I like, I could probably get stuff done a lot quicker, but I just don't. Like we've only been streaming for what, 2.5 hours at this point? Okay, 1 sec. I'm going to drinky. Thank you. Yum yum. You know what I mean? Asset creation. Yeah, maybe. I mean, the booth model I made was kind of just testing the waters. I did not expect that thing to sell at all, honestly. Like even now looking back, that thing has flaws, and it's like, I should go fix them, but I just don't have the motivation.
Just subscribe to me.
Subscribed?
What do I do?
Great asset.
You're a great asset to the company.
Oh, he's subscribing with Prime Gaming. Oh my god.
Amazing. Thank you for the subscribe. You guys are awesome. Hey, I make about like what, $200 every 6 months on streaming. You know, I think I can pay my bills in about 5 years. And we're getting there. We're getting there one step at a time. Oh god, what do I need to do on this now? We probably need to get everything unwrapped, actually. That's probably what we need to do here. I think this is what we're gonna go for the bridge, by the way. I think this is pretty adequate, in my opinion. We could probably do some stuff with the ends here to actually make it integrate into the ground better, but I think this is gonna be the baseline, I think. In fact, what we could do is we could have like a ramp going down maybe, but for now we'll just leave it like this and we'll see what it looks like when we get it in the scene, which probably won't be on this stream because we're going to be wrapping up here in just a bit, I think. I know Sam's going to be streaming here in just a moment, so we'll probably go raid him. So, oh man, dude, I can get some food after this. I kind of want to go to Taco Bell and get food for tonight to watch Sam. Sam, I might go to Taco Bell and get food to watch your stream. Would you be okay with that? All right, let's go ahead and just start from the top and just get everything unwrapped here, because I'm gonna keep lollygagging if I keep talking. Would you be fine with that, Sam Ethan 1? If I went and got Taco Bell to watch your stream? Calculate, set. Go. We're just gonna go down the list here. So we've got scale, assign material, smart UV project, set. There we go. What else could I really say? Gosh, I don't know. I think if I actually was serious about eventually financially sustaining myself by doing work that I enjoy doing, then I most certainly would need to get serious about it and actually start waking up early and doing an 8-hour workday for my stuff, you know? Like, I think that's going to be the big thing, is I would need to get serious about it and actually start, you know, trying to wake up early to work on my own stuff. Because, like, I could see myself waking up, like, at 9 a.m., and then kind of just like maybe getting a smoothie made the night before so I could eat it in the morning, and then just cranking out, start working on stuff. Ideally, like video editing, I could probably get done pretty quickly if I do like an 8-hour day. Like try and set like goals for myself and projects and whatnot. Just like start working on stuff, and then later in the day I can stop like around like 4 or 5, and then I could just relax the rest of the day. Like that would be my ideal, I would say. I mean, I guess I technically already do that because I do tend to like after I wake up, let's just start working on stuff. So I guess I am technically already doing that, but it's like on my own schedule and not like an 8 a.m. kind of schedule, you know? So I don't know. But let's just say that it is difficult to maintain an actual proper schedule when you're unemployed, because my gut instinct is to just like be lazy, because it's like, oh, I don't have work right now, I can just be lazy, I might as well utilize as much time as I have. I might as well utilize all of this time that I have so that I can you know, actually you know, enjoy life. I don't know how to explain it, you know what I mean? How bad is that gonna look? It's not too bad. But like I still have that mentality of even today, like if I'm unemployed, it's like I feel like I need to utilize all this time to just relax and chill before I get my next job. But it's like, I should really sit down and actually, you know, try and, you know, get it going and stuff instead of just lollygagging. So I don't know. It's just hard to really it's like I wouldn't say it's like tricking your mind, but it very much feels like it's very difficult to like convince myself to sit down and actually try and get work done and stuff, and not just like feel like I'm lollygagging, you know? I don't know. It's just it's difficult. It's difficult. Like I mean, if there's a reason why I don't get a lot of work done in a quick manner, like this update, it's literally because half the time I'm fighting with myself. Like I'm literally fighting my own like internal demons to try and get stuff done. Like sometimes I'll just feel tired. I just won't feel like it. I'll just like feel demotivated. Like I have to fight against like my own distracted nature because I get distracted very easily. That's kind of the reason I started doing these dev streams, was because I was getting myself like so distracted beforehand that I was like, okay, I need to actually sit down and get this shit done. So that's why I started doing dev streams, so I can actually get work done. So yeah, a lot of it is just fighting with my own like distractedness and my own like mental issues. I wouldn't say mental issues is the right word, but definitely just like my own like issues with myself that cause me to have issues focusing. And I will probably state for the record that I have never been diagnosed with ADHD or anything like that. My mom has it. And I did hear that it could be a hereditary thing from your parents, especially from your mom. So I might be tempted to go to the doctor and see if there is actually a diagnosis I can have. I don't know how they would like tell, but yeah. Dev streams seem very beneficial. Yeah, no, I plan to keep doing them. Most likely, if I had to specify days that we do dev streams, let's see. We will probably do them from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's kind of the time frame I've gone for the dev streams, which is EST, by the way, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. EST. We won't do them on Wednesday. We won't do them on Friday. And we most likely will do dev streams Monday, Tuesday, and Sunday. Like maybe Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Well, actually, any other day, any day that isn't Wednesday and Friday, there is a potential for a dev stream. It just depends on how I feel. I think I can't really give you like a consistent timetable because like it's very variable. Like it just depends on if I feel like it or not. But I have been trying to pump it out just so I can get work done. Because like now, look at this. Look at what we got. Look at what we got done this stream. We got this done. Look at that. in 2.5 hours, we managed to model a dock and we managed to model a bridge. And I think that's pretty good. I think we did a pretty freaking good job, honestly, all things considered. And this is basically UV unwrapped. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save a new version of this blend file before I start merging things together. And I think we will go ahead and just start merging all this together. So I think that's probably a good idea. Now I will say, we could go ahead and start like setting the materials up too. So like this whole thing will be stone. The floor will be a different material, and then everything else will just be like a wood. We might do planks, I think. Yeah. So what we'll do is we will start out by making 2 materials. So we'll have planks, and then we'll have wood. By the way, I'm probably gonna keep streaming until Sam starts streaming, and then I'll go have you guys rate him. So we'll keep going for a bit longer here, because I can just talk about whatever. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea, actually. Make sure you're scaled. Make sure that this is set to this. There we go. I will say though, there's been this VR chat map idea that's been in the back of my mind for a while now. And it is how do I explain it? So I've had this idea in the back of my mind for a hot minute, right? And the idea is basically a museum in VR chat, right? But the idea is that it's like a prehistoric museum, right? So I have a museum in my county that I went to, and I really enjoyed it. I've been there when I was a kid, and I went there recently as well. And they actually have a whole section for Pleistocene, like Ice Age stuff, and it's really cool. And I kind of realized recently that I actually genuinely enjoy going to like these museum worlds in VR chat and just talking about animals to people, right? I did that when me and my friends went to an aquarium map recently, right? And I sat there and I talked about these like fishes and stuff because I was like I knew a bit about these guys, and I was like, you know what? I actually really enjoy doing this. So the thought has been in my mind recently to try and sit down and make a museum world for prehistoric creatures in VR chat. And like actually making one that's like more in line with a real museum, because like, okay, there's a few museums in VR chat. There's the fossil one, like the really big fossil one where they actually drew the fossils and stuff. I think Sam, you know about that one. Hornet, I think you might have been there too. I don't know if Sam took you there, but there's like the one museum that's like the big fossil bones and stuff. And then and then there's another museum that's based on a province in China, and they talk about the fossils there. But I'm thinking to myself, like, how cool would it be how cool would it be if I do like a world series where I make a world that's specific to a time period, and then I set up the world to be like an informational thing of like, you could look at this like fossil and it would tell you information about like how, like a real museum, right? Like, I think it'd be really cool. But the biggest hurdles I would say would be like actually making the museum building itself and the interior wouldn't be out of my skill range, but like making the fossils and making the actual animal models, I think would be very difficult. And I've thought to myself, like, what if I actually do sit down and make them and sculpt them from scratch, you know? Like, what if I tried? Or could I go online and find models for it? But I feel like the challenge of making my own models would be much more interesting. But I know that would be a difficult endeavor, you know. But I wouldn't be against trying. But that would be like something I would do after I finish the Wanderers update. So, oh wait, okay. So it looks like Sam has started streaming. So guys, I am going to once again recommend you go check out Sam. I'm gonna actually go ahead and get a raid set up here. So we are actually going to stop here for tonight. So yeah, no guys, seriously, I'm really glad you guys came to watch. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna go ahead and get a raid set up for Sam. So go give him some love. He just started streaming. And I'm gonna go relax for a bit tonight. So yeah, you guys enjoy yourself. I'll send the raid over his way.